Fiona's always ready to go, by the way.
Yeah,
And
I
Fiona's
just
coming
had
from
to,
us
No,
I had
from
to
where?
show
Hong
the
Kong?
ladies.
Where are
in
you
Hong
at
How's
right
your
now, Fiona?
trip?
It's one of my rooms in Hong Kong, so it's not extra stuff. So I may not be as strong because there's not much stuff around here.
Okay, all right. But you look beautiful. You look so happy, and you're like glowing right now. You're like,
Vacation. Yes. Yeah.
that's what it is. Oh, that's what it is. I'm gonna have to go on vacation myself.
Well, Mikhail, see that lady on the television? You're
Uh-huh.
to tell me about her.
Mhm.
She's amazing. You just got done training her.
Mhm. You
Do
like
you
to look
see?
at everything. Yes, we see you. So Fiona traveled the world to go from a room full of stuff to go to a smaller room full of stuff and pack herself inside. She somehow always finds a place that is full of stuff. How she does this, I don't know.
Yeah. It's not much.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
It's So you brought the classic bar because you have the other bar too, right?
yeah, it's later.
Yeah, yeah, it's lighter. Try to keep tension when you go down. Remember, stay in the position when you go down.
Yeah.
The classic bar is lighter or the
The
regular bar?
classic bar is a little lighter.
Mm.
Man, you're moving beautiful, Fiona.
Okay.
Try to find a smaller room next time, okay? We need a smaller room. We need to see if you could get yourself into a smaller location.
Oh.
It's
Mikhail, you're in
true.
a dark room.
Well, because my daughter's sleeping.
Where are you?
I remember it's like 4 o'clock in the morning here.
Did you
Oh,
train that lady in a dark room too?
Yes, yes, yes.
I want to hear about her, Mikhail.
Ready to go, Mrs. Tracy?
Yep, she looks awesome.
Yes, she does. She's a sculpture.
Yep.
nice.
I wonder if Deanne and Julia are gonna get a.
Yeah, I was wondering. I wanted to show him my kittens.
Let's not crash any more cars to get kittens, okay?
Yeah, not
All right.
worth it.
Yeah. When we lived here in El Paso, I had a van that I brought so that I could do the work that when I used to do the work for the hood cleaning company that we have. And one time at midnight, we heard an explosion outside.
Wow.
Then when I look outside, like the van, it was parked on a hill, right? It was parked facing downhill, and the whole car had been moved. The van had been moved like 5 inches back, and the whole front end smashed in. But there was no one around.
Hmm.
We just heard the explosion, and then when I went outside, I saw that the van had been moved, like something had hit it and moved it back like 5 feet up a hill. So the impact had to be really big.
Wow.
But I found in Texas they have a front and back license plate. Like whatever happened, drop the license plate. So then of course I called the cops. I said, look, somebody just smashed this right now, and here's the license plate. Then they go look for the place where the license, obviously where the license plate is registered. And what had happened is a girl, a 17-year-old girl, had taken her father's car
Uh-huh.
to go
Oh,
visit another girl in the dark, and it was like midnight to go tell her happy birthday. The girl left her glasses at home and couldn't see anything anyways. So she's driving in the dark, and she was going backwards and lost control of the car and smashed the thing. So then the cops show up at the father's house, right? Looking for, hey, where's your car? And he's like, what? My car's parked here. And then he sees his car's not there, and his daughter's missing. And they're like, well, your daughter was in a wreck. because that your car crashed into a car. So imagine the father going like, "Where's my daughter?" That's a that that he didn't know that she left. And then this morning, what that morning it was like 30 degrees outside.
Uh-huh.
While the cops are looking over there, I'm looking out the window, and all of a sudden there's like this young little girl dressed in practically nothing, like walking around outside all like nervous. I go outside and says, "Are you okay? Are you?" And she's like, and she starts crying. I did. I'm so sorry. She had come back and she had like and she was like guilt and she felt guilty, she felt bad, and she like said, "Listen, come inside here because the girl looked like she was total disaster." Yeah, I see.
Yeah, that's the car. It was over in his area, knocked him off,
Wow.
and then ended up flipping and all the way over there. You
Oh
probably
my God.
see it.
Yeah.
Young girls, 16, probably on their cell phone, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Hard
ready to go?
at that age.
Well, you got to pass that over your head. If you're gonna do it like that, that's gonna be pretty amazing. The X, you got to pass it over your head, Fiona. Yeah, that was gonna be pretty impressive, Fiona.
Oh
I
my
know you're on
God.
vacation.
I am so slap happy. I've been up all night 'cause you're at the hospital. So
Oh,
What
so
time is it there? What time is it there, Fiona?
oh my God.
Man, look at Fiona's arms. She's trying to look superhero.
We need to get a group of us women together and do what that woman's doing on television. With, oh.
Make sure you're having that bar push you back your elbows. Yeah, keep your wrist straight. Let it let your elbows flare out a little when you're pushing them back, just a little bit. Flare outward, 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 away from the body. So like more to the side of the body. Keep your wrist straight. Remember. Arch back, chest out. Arch back, chest out. Look at that. Arms on her. What time is it there, Fiona?
it's 12 hours ahead of Eastern time, so 7 p.m.
Okay.
Were you on yesterday morning, Mikkel? Did you see Deanna?
No, I wasn't on yesterday morning. I was training somebody in person and then getting ready to drive over here.
Yeah, when you didn't log on, I did the push on my own and I sent you the video because boy, I really kept going without, very little rest. I loved it. And I sent you the video so when you have time to look at it,
Okay.
just to tell me if I was on the right track, okay?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure you'll get right to it with your busy schedule. Oh, okay, here we go.
Wow, beautiful.
Nice.
At the bottom, let your elbows flare out outward at the
Oh,
bottom.
that's right, that's right.
Right? So you
Now
see how
I
you're
got
pulling,
it.
and then at the top you pull them inward. So at the bottom out, at the top in.
I'm thinking about my laps now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My mind wasn't there. I wasn't.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, ooh,
Nice.
getting to that position that maybe I wasn't going to be able to do proper reps that you would call low reps.
Look, I want to show you something. See, this is what we're doing here. Look. So we are, see this? That's my daughter and Sebastian that lived here. And now, so what we're doing is we're traveling around seeing all the same
Ah, ah,
positions.
ah.
So we could see them like when the way the difference between these are all like kids that we knew here. So we're like gathering them all to take pictures together in the same
Same arrangement, right?
uh,
That's nice. Oh,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
so we're going to the schools, the houses that we lived at and all that kind of stuff and taking pictures in front of them the same way. Yesterday we knocked on the house that the first one we lived in San Antonio, and the lady's
Uh-huh.
like, "Oh, I know you." I said, "Yeah, I
Oh,
rented from you in 2000 and whatever." And she's, "Oh my gosh, you were the first renters." Yeah, that's right. And she said, "Oh, that's the little girl." And we took the pictures inside the house and outside the house, and it's like really cool going around seeing the people that you haven't seen in like 10 years or whatever. They're like, because I'm
Yeah.
very close to people. I become very good friends with people. So especially with kids. So all these like kids that it's like you still remember them because I walk them. I would pick them up and walk them home all the time and from school. So it's like really fun. That's what we're trying to do. Get her to see all the stuff, the places she has been.
That is
Ready,
cool.
ready to go, Fiona? I'm gonna be impressed when Fiona does the squat belt in this room because she has a lot of room for it. Keep your wrist straight. Also, you see how your wrists are bent back. Try to keep them straight.
Now, why did you let her go straight down instead of doing that bending over that you
oh.
have some of us do, Mikkel?
She's able to do what she needs to do. Whatever I don't have to force you to do things. It's
Yes,
not-
you do.
this, this is not a timeout situation, señorita.
Well, I mean, I like you to tell me what to do. That's what I'm here for. Ah, this move. All right. How was that, Mikkel?
Good.
Did
Wow.
I drop at the right time, or was I supposed to let myself get lower before I dropped? Or biceps confused me for some reason this move.
Well, you gotta try to feel like you are doing complete, like when you're really completely gone, then you could lower yourself and then do that. All right. And then finish. But you gotta make sure you're transitioning while still under tension, or else you're really not doing.
Yeah, well,
You
I
wanna
felt
be
tension, but I just didn't want to be hanging out at the low range because you said not to do that.
no, no.
You said once
That's
we
what
can't get
that's why
complete.
you're like here and then sit there and go like that. You sit there and go like that to exhaustion.
Yeah. That wears your whole body out, actually.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Ready to go, Fiona?
So I don't have my belt, so I don't know which style should I do.
You don't have your belt? You could
No,
hold
I
it like
don't.
that. Exactly. Hold it with the hand.
Like that, right?
Yep,
It's,
yep. You're
okay.
you're more than strong enough for that.
See, Fiona, you're in timeout.
Try to keep yourself chest straight like that. Try to go a little higher. There you go. Well, when they gave up pretty shaped legs, they made Fiona because she has pretty shape to her legs, her calves, her everything there is pretty.
So does her arms.
Yeah, her arms, she has very good shape all around. That's why she says that her family is in physique competitions. I
Fitness
told her she
competition.
had physique competitions.
Oh, they
I
are?
think her cousin or somebody.
yeah. Oh,
Well,
And you got to keep on with the family tradition because you have it too.
well, Fiona, then Mikkel's training one. You and I need to do this then. Physique. Why not? Keep me motivated on my diet.
yeah, I know. Then you got to. I want to starve myself. You know.
Now, but Fiona, how old exactly are you? You look like you just escaped like middle school, like maybe you're 15 or
No,
16.
I'm 46.
What? What? My gosh, what have you been eating all your life? They gave you the fountain of youth. You're 46.
Yeah.
That is the best looking 46 I've ever seen in my life.
My son lives in Japan, Fiona.
Uh huh.
And, those like the girl that he's dating and he wants to bring home.
Uh huh.
Another one that just stays so young looking. I don't know if it has something to do with the areas or you guys
Well,
saying that
it's
he's
just her makeup looks like it's like
It's a filter. I
Fiona.
put filter.
Yes, this filter. I don't know what the heck you're doing, but 46, man, you're gonna be hard pressed to think you're past 25. All right, very hard pressed. That is amazing. Wow,
yeah.
wow. Maybe I need to buy more junk and put it in my rooms and makes you look younger. That's what it takes. That's how you do it. That is amazing, Fiona. Awesome.
She's got to put
Fiona,
her
if
leg
yeah,
over the
you got to
bar.
put your leg over the bar. If you manage to do it in front, that's pretty amazing.
I tried to do that the other day, Fiona.
Yes.
46. That's a impressive, man.
Yes, it is.
You know, because what it is that the body sometimes stay young looking no matter what, but it's really the one that wears you out is the face. The face really, you have nothing, like you can't exercise a face, right? So so Fiona's face just looks like it's 20 something. Like literally, there's like a perfection there that looks like still youth, and you can't change. You either have that luck that you stay like that, or you don't. I look like I got hit by a car and by a truck.
Yeah, me too. I feel
And
it.
Fiona is here looking like a spring chicken. Come on, squeeze. I tell you.
I guess the other two members in. didn't join us. Oh,
I don't know where they're at.
yeah.
Did you hear from Deanna?
No. Oh, you had to do that. Which could, if Fiona, you should have rested more. I don't know what.
I know. I just let her go.
Well, you're crazy. She needed rest. You let poor Fiona do it back to back on a split squat.
I did that yesterday, Mikkel. I did it. I did them actually first.
Stretch yourself all the way up.
Nice. Nice.
I feel so fuzzy
Now,
today when I sleep. So you finally got to post her, Mikkel, the lady. She let you.
Well, that was my mistake. I didn't set it to unlisted in the YouTube. Okay. I was looking at it. Is that unlisted or public?
Is she going to be upset about it?
No.
Give me a chance to watch it before you unlist it. I just started. Yeah, I saw it popped on when I was checking to see if you were logging in yet. And yeah, I mean, so is she like? Does she eat just strict carnivore? Is she got to eat a certain way for these competitions?
She's not strict carnivore, and she eats like 5 or 6 times a day.
oh wow.
Yeah. But she has her macros down. She knows what she's doing.
Oh,
It
okay.
isn't like, okay, this person
Just-
knows what they are doing. It isn't like obviously you could tell that.
Was she
And,
into before this?
of course, but
Yeah.
she's only been using the X3 for like now 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
So it shows you how you could have that kind of body and do it with the X3.
Right. Yeah.
It isn't that you don't have to. Now there's a difference. She's a physique competitor. It's
Mhm.
different than a bodybuilding. You know, when people, oh, but well, there is a difference. If you were doing actual bodybuilding to the size of wanting to be Arnold or to be Ronnie Coleman or to whatever, those people are gonna do a lot, still even a lot more than what just the. I mean, you might find a genetic freak that might be able to do with just the 4 moves and the whatever, but your tendency is gonna be you're gonna have to do more for that kind of level of whatever. But for physique, which is different. Remember, the bodybuilding at the championship level is different than physique. Physique is, let's say, just having an awesome looking body, which is what it is. It's not the same thing as bodybuilding, which is usually having an unnaturally sized body.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, bodybuilding is an unnatural looking mutant body.
Yeah.
So because that's what it is. There's a difference between, wow, this guy looks amazing, and he does, or you look like a genetic freak, right? Like whatever. So you could achieve the amazing looking body with one. The other one might require a lot more work, a lot more whatever. It's different. So obviously you know that going into it. Don't people go, but you're not gonna. Well, that's right. You're not. And if you want to do that, it requires what they do.
Mhm.
They're willing to obviously stick a million things inside them, which no shame to that. That's what's required. You cannot become a thing like that bull. You know how those bulls that have the mutation that their muscles grow like I forgot what they're called. They're a weird type of bull. where you kind of become one of those weird things without sticking a bunch of stuff in your body and doing a bunch of stuff that you're not willing to do. You know, people could be, oh, that's because they do a million steroids. Yeah, Are you gonna do the 3 or 4 hours of work that they do? You're not, right?
Right.
Are you gonna eat the amounts that those people eat and do and willing to suffer to do it? You're not, right? So it isn't like people think, oh, you just stuck the substance in you and you lie there and somehow you turn into them. No, it's like absurd. You have nowhere near the discipline. You have nowhere near the pain tolerance. You have nowhere. You're not willing to do what those people are willing to do. Right? It requires a lot of dedication to get to those levels.
Yeah.
Besides having the genetics to do it, it
Mhm.
isn't like everybody could do the same thing and not get the same result, right? But it requires a lot of dedication. Which that's what I tell people. Listen, the X3 could give you an amazing looking body with only 4 moves, and you don't have to do much. Now, if you want that, hey, that requires that. Go do that. But you know, I don't want to waste 4 hours of my life
I don't have.
doing it. Who has the time?
Yeah.
Who
Unless you
it,
get for a living, right? If you
yeah,
make
and even for a living, but a lot of those people do it and they don't make a lot of money. So it's like it's almost like being in rock bands or whatever. Unless you're Green Day, unless you're the big band, you could be in bands that make somewhat, but you don't make a lot of money. But you're doing a lot of dedication for the reward that you're gonna get. It's not the same.
Yeah.
That's why there's some like documentaries that show that the amount of money some people spend to be bodybuilders,
Mm-hmm.
and they never become the top ones. And if you never become like the top one, it's literally this guy makes money, even though this guy looks the same thing,
Yeah.
but he's never the one that's the top. And if you're not the one that's the top, you make nothing. But you're blowing $100,000 to $200,000 a year in supplement, in this, and in the time that you're doing. So it's like a lot of dedication for a reward that might not be as far as money goes. But you
Yeah.
might have a reward in your personal satisfaction of doing it. But since everybody's really looking to get the award, the other one, it's really hard. You got to be willing to suffer a lot for a risk reward, and then they all seem to drop that early. A lot of them drop
Yeah.
that early because simply the amount of remember, there's again, physique is one thing. The bodybuilding where you're doubling your size of naturalness is different.
Yeah.
Then your heart also grows an exceedingly amount because the heart's just another
Mhm.
muscle. And now they all end up with heart problems because it isn't so much that people think it's because the steroids give you the heart problem. It isn't so much that. It's that also the heart itself grows. And now the heart grows inside a cavity. The cavity that you have the heart inside is not built to grow. The cavity is your cavity. But if your heart's growing and now you're being compressed by the cavity that your chest is inside, the hearts end up having problems because literally the hearts grew also in size. They have an abnormal size and they have an abnormal size heart pumping to all that blood for all those
Is that
muscles.
from the steroids that the heart's growing like that?
Of course not. Everything's growing, right? Well, of course it's the steroids grow, but you're trying to grow to an unnatural size. So
Yeah.
everything's growing, not so much you're trying to grow. Remember, they're not a natural size. They're easily double or triple the size that you would naturally be able to get.
Yeah.
Now everything is growing. The heart has to grow even to get. So you're always gonna, even after you stop. The difference is that you lose even after you stop. The problem is the heart's still now overly big in a sense. They all end up with heart failure or heart problems because of that.
I've been reading up on it before you started doing this, Mikkel. I was,
Now, again, that's a
yeah,
personal choice. They
right.
know going into it what's gonna. You can't say,
Yes,
"Oh, I
they do.
didn't know." Listen, you know that this.
Yeah.
Now, are you willing to do it? Are you willing to do it? That's a personal choice. It's your choice. You want to do it. You're willing to take that risk, and you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
I
much
picked up a lot
prefer to
on it.
look
I noticed that.
prefer to look like Henry Cavill or let's say Chris Evans or whatever, a nice physique, but you don't have to go all the way to bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Level that just looks at. That's just a lot of work. It is.
So the,
I could
so
never,
the,
and I could never get there anyways. It's that you have to also be realistic in your body frame to get to certain physiques. So it would be like a fool's errand to try to be something you can't do
Right.
because you're never going to be happy with something you can't achieve that.
Yeah.
Just like you can't achieve Henry Cavill's look. That's why he's Henry Cavill, and that's why he's an actor. That's why they put him in Twitcher. That's why they put him in Superman. Because why? Because he looks like him, right? And people want to train to be somebody else, and you can't be somebody else. You have to be you, and that's about it. Be the best you.
Yeah.
Fiona, now you have it, so we could put you there in the Marvel comic books. Okay. She doesn't even need the digital fix to de-aging. She already has it naturally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You women are blessed. Yeah. But the women that you train for these physiques, they just stick with the basic 4, or do they add like lap?
She's just doing the basic 4.
Okay.
She doesn't add pull-ups or any of that?
No. She's just doing the basic 4.
Okay.
The basics that we have here, and obviously she'll try more or less depending on what she wants, but she's just doing the I look at her body.
Yeah. Oh, I know. She's amazing.
So, her video is online, you said, or you're going to take it off?
It's online now if you go look at it.
Oh, okay.
On
All
YouTube.
right. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll send you the link now. I'll put the link in here. I'll send you both the link.
Okay.
So you can see it. And then even if I put it on listed, you have the link.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Mikkel. That's very nice.
All right.
Yeah. I promise I'll keep your lips sealed.
Yes. Tomorrow, where are you going to be? Are you still in Texas?
I'm gonna be probably in California by tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
I'll be somewhere, and we could still do it at this time.
Oh, we will? Okay.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
you free? Like 7?
Yeah.
Eastern time?
Yeah. Well, wherever I am, I'm not 7 Eastern time. I'm like 4 o'clock in the morning somewhere else.
I know. I could do a little bit later too if you want. So, it's up to you. Yeah.
Well, I have to be up either way because I'm training her at that lady. She trains at 6 Eastern, which will be 5 Central, which will be 4 here. And then if I get to California, it'll be 3 in the morning there.
I don't know how you keep track
Yeah, I
of
don't know how you do it.
it.
Oh, it drives me crazy trying to think, where am I exactly?
Yeah, if
Where
I
am I
figure
exactly?
out all this posting stuff, I might post and say, Deanna, are you okay? But I don't post on the little X3 thing yet because I don't know. Because I tag people and
How are you doing over there in your vacation? Where are you going? You
Just
seeing
about
family?
Families are eating. I'm cheating a lot. I like trying to carnival, but I'm going to dim sum, like a lot of family gatherings. So
A lot of
just
family gatherings.
Yeah.
They're chasing you. Your grandma's chase you down and stick food in your mouth. Hey, here, come
does
here.
that affect you, Fiona? Like, do you feel it in your gut when you
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Sure.
You do.
Yeah.
Automatically, you'll be like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
Tell them, can't you see how pretty I look? This is why I'm only carnivore.
Yes.
Don't give me the dumplings. Don't give me the thing. No.
How long have you been eating carnivore, Fiona?
For a year.
For a year?
Yeah, a year. Maybe 3 months. Yeah, it's good.
And you noticed a lot of benefits?
Hmm?
You noticed a lot of benefits?
Yeah. How about you?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I still have my little, cheat days, but I mainly focus on meat because I feel better on it.
Yeah.
Are your grandmas telling you, or you're too skinny? Here, eat this. Yeah, they ever tell you, you're too skinny. You gotta eat.
Eat the cake. No, I said no. I'm not going to eat the cake.
But you're skinny. Right. That's how their answer is always. But you need to eat.
Grandma's probably used to it because you guys all have physiques in your or whatever in your family that trains and stuff. So your grandma's probably used to that.
Maybe. But
Maybe.
I don't tell them I'm carnivore. I'm just selectively not eating vegetables. I'm just eating meat. So if I tell them, they'll be scared. They say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I wouldn't even tell them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even tell them.
Yeah.
Feed it to your kitty cat or something.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Hey, don't give the cat that. The poor cat, he's looking for meat. He's like, don't give me this. Cat's going, hey, come on, give me the real stuff.
Yeah, exactly. The real stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, it was great.
So
See you tomorrow.
6
See you
a.m.
tomorrow.
Eastern time.
Same time tomorrow, Fiona. We'll do it tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Don't forget to send us the link, Mikkel.
Yes, I will. I will
Okay.
now. Okay, I'll do that now. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.